A very good morning to all of you. Once again, welcome you all to this current video lecture. So, in the last video lecture, we discussed regarding the different aspects of these alkynes, in which we studied the introduction of these alkynes. After that, we completed the different nomenclature system for these alkynes, how to assign the nomenclature of these alkynes depending upon the two types. One is a common name system and second is called as the IUPAC nomenclature system. Now, after studying these particular basics of these alkynes, now today we are going to take the next important point from the chapter, and that is called as the industrial preparation of these alkynes. So, if we want to prepare these alkynes in a industry or on an industrial level, if you want to prepare these alkynes, what are the different suitable methods? So that methods we have to discuss in a today's lecture. Now, two types of the different methods is there for preparation of these alkynes. One is called as the industrial methods of preparation and second is called as the laboratory methods of preparation. So first of all, we are going to take this industrial preparation for these alkynes. So the first important method in the industry for preparation of alkynes is called as the preparation of these alkynes from calcium carbide. Preparation of these alkynes from calcium carbide. This is the first important method for preparation of these alkynes. Now, how to form these alkynes from this calcium carbide? So, this calcium carbide can be reacted with a water molecule. This calcium carbide can be reacted with a water molecule. So, after the reaction of this calcium carbide with the water, it forms one alkyne, and that alkyne is called as the acetylene. So, it is a very simple reaction. This calcium carbide reacts with the water molecule, that is H2O. After the reaction of this calcium carbide and H2O, a compound formation can be takes place, and that compound is a H single bond C triple bond CH. So this type of compound formation can be takes place, and this compound is nothing but the formation of your alkyne, that is a acetylene. So acetylene compound can be formed by the reaction of this calcium carbide with the water molecule. This acetylene is a first member of the alkyne family. So this is a very simple method for the formation of alkynes, and especially this acetylene from the calcium carbide. Now this calcium carbide is a main product, along with a byproduct is obtained, that is a calcium oxide. This is a byproduct is there. Now in this reaction, our reactant molecule is nothing but the calcium carbide. So if we want to form this calcium carbide, so this calcium carbide can be formed by the reaction of the two different type of the reactants. One is called as the coal and second is called as the particular calcium monoxide. So by the reaction of these two particulars, we can form this particular calcium carbide. So if we want to form this calcium carbide, so how to form it? So first of all, we have to take this coal. From this coal, we have to form a particular coke. Coke can be generated. From this coal, we can form this coke. This is one of the possible reactant. On the other hand, we have to take the second molecule, that is a limestone. We have to take the limestone. From this limestone, we get here calcium oxide. This calcium oxide is there. So we have to take the two different type of the reactant molecules is there. From coal, we can form this coke, and from this limestone, we get here calcium oxide. So when this coke and calcium oxide can be heated, when these two particular reactants can be heated at a very high temperature, they get heated at a very high temperature. That temperature range is a 2000 degree centigrade. So at a very high temperature, means in an electric furnace, we have to heat these two reactant molecules together, and after that we get here formation of this type of the calcium carbide molecule. So this is a very simple method of preparation for this calcium carbide, and which is nothing but the our required reactant for the formation of this particular acetylene in an industrial level. So this is the first simple method for the formation of alkynes, and that is called as the method of preparation of alkynes from this calcium carbide. This calcium carbide reacts with the water molecule and it generates or forms a acetylene molecule along with the byproduct as a calcium oxide. Now, how to form this calcium carbide? So for the formation of this calcium carbide, we have to take here coal, and from this coal we get here coke. After that, from this limestone we get the calcium oxide, and when this coke and calcium oxide react together at a very high temperature at about 2000 degrees centigrade in a electric furnace, they generate the formation of calcium carbide, and this calcium carbide is useful for the above chemical reaction or the above industrial method of preparation of alkynes. So this is a method number first from calcium carbide. Now the second method is there, the formation of these alkynes from the second method, that is called as from methane. From methane, that is a CH4. So this is a second industrial method for the formation of alkynes from this methane gas. So we know very well this methane gas. So from this methane gas also we can form alkynes in on a industrial level. So this methane gas is a required reactant molecule for this reaction. So what happens? We have to take here a 6 moles of this methane, 6 moles of methane plus oxygen molecule. Means we have to carry out the partial oxidation of this methane molecule. If we carry out the partial oxidation of this methane molecule at a temperature range of 1500 degrees centigrade, at a temperature range of 1500 degrees centigrade, if we carry out such a type of partial oxidation of a methane gas, so what happens? We get the generation or the formation of the alkynes, and especially we get here 2 moles of acetylene. 2 moles of acetylene is obtained as a main product, along with a byproduct is there 2 moles of carbon monoxide plus 10 moles of H2. So this type of the byproduct is obtained along with the main product of alkynes. So this is a second simple method for the formation of alkynes in industry, that is called as the from methane gas. So from this methane, how to form this? It is very simple. We have to carry out the partial oxidation of this methane. Means we take here 6 moles of methane plus we have to carry out the oxidation. We have to heat this reaction mixture at a temperature range of 1500 degrees centigrade. If we react these reactant molecule together, there is a formation of acetylene gas can be takes place. 2 moles of acetylene molecule plus 2 moles of carbon monoxide plus 10 moles of pH2 is obtained. So this is the second simplest method for the generation or the formation of alkynes in a industry. So these are the two common methods used in the industry for the formation of alkynes, and especially we get here acetylene in both these cases. So these two methods is method of preparation from calcium carbide and method of preparation from methane gas. So these two important methods is there for the formation of alkynes in a industrial scale. Now after studying these two industrial methods, now we are interested to study what are the different laboratory methods for the preparation of these alkynes. So that methods we have to discuss now. So these laboratory methods are such a type of the methods which is useful for the formation of these alkynes in our regular laboratory. So second type of the methods for preparation we are going to take here, that is a laboratory methods of preparation. Laboratory preparation of this type of the alkynes. So what type of the different laboratory methods can be used for the formation of these alkynes? So among all these methods, some important methods we are going to take now. So the first important method for the formation of these alkynes in a laboratory is called as the dehydrohallugination. The first important method is a dehydrohallugination. Dehydrohallugination of vicinal halides. Dehydrohallugination of vicinal halides. This is the first laboratory method for the formation of this type of the alkynes, that is a dehydrohalogenation of vicinal halides. Now, if we look towards the title of this method, it is a dehydrohalogenation, means we have to remove something. What we have to remove? We have to remove hydro and halogen, means the combination of hydrogen and halogen. So that part we have to remove from a reactant molecule. So that reaction is a dehydrohalogenation. Now, what type of the reactant we have to take here? So we have to take a reactant that is called as the vicinal halides. Now, what is by this vicinal halides? So we have to take a vicinal halides, the halides in which two two halogen atoms are present. So such a type of halides we have to take, and that halide is called as the vicinal halides. So for our discussion, I take here the example of vicinal halides as CH2, single bond CH, single bond CH3. I take here first bromine atom, this is a second bromine atom. So I take here the example of vicinal halides as a 1,2 dibromopropane. This is a 1,2 dibromopropane. I take here as an example of vicinal halides. Once we take this vicinal halides, we have to take a suitable base. We have to take a suitable base. So in this case, we may take here base like alcoholic KOH. We may take here a base like alcoholic KOH. This type of base may be used either alcoholic KOH, or we may use here sodium ethoxide, NaOET. We may use here sodium ethoxide. So this type of the bases we can use in a first stage of this reaction. So when this base can be react with the 1,2-dibromopropane, what happens? A reaction can be takes place, and that reaction is called as the dehydrohalogenation. So what happens in the first step? The halogen atom present at the first carbon and the hydrogen present at this second carbon atom, they get removed. They get removed as a hydrogen halide, and after that removal, we get the formation of carbon double bond carbon. We get the formation of carbon double bond carbon. So what type of the product can be obtained? So the product obtained in this case is nothing but the we may take here the removal of hydrogen halides by halogen at this second carbon and the hydrogen from this first carbon. So this is the dehydrohalogenation, and we get in this case the compound like this CH2 double bond. This is a we may take here a removal of this CH single bond bromine double bond CH single bond CH3. So this type of the alkene formation can be takes place, means there is a removal of HBr can be takes place, and after the removal of HBr we get the such a type of carbon double bond carbon, that is the alkene type of the compound is obtained. So this is the first step of the reaction called as the dehydrohalogenation, means we obtain here alkene compound, but our main aim is to form the alkynes. We have to form the alkynes. So what happens? Again we have to remove this compound with a further strong base. We have to use now a strong base. These two bases are called as a weak base. Now in this case we have to use the strong base. So for this purpose we can take here a strong base as a NaNH2. We use here NaNH2 or KNH2. So I use here NaNH2, and if I use NaNH2 in this case, what happens? This compound get converted into the particular alkyne, and that alkyne obtained is nothing but the H single bond C triple bond C single bond CH3. So such a type of the alkyne is obtained. And what is the name of this alkyne? It is nothing but the carbon 1, 2 and 3. So 3 carbon means propyne. So propyne can be obtained along with some byproduct. And what is the byproduct is obtained here? The byproduct is nothing but the plus sodium bromide plus ammonia. So this type of the reaction is used for the formation of a particular alkynes from a vicinal halides, and the reaction is called as the dehydrohalogenation reaction. So this is the first important laboratory method for preparation of alkynes, dehydrohalogenation. We have to take a vicinal halides. I take here 1,2-dibromopropane. This 1,2-dibromopropane reacts with a base either alcoholic KOH or sodium ethoxide. When this base can be reacted with this type of the vicinal halides, a removal of hydrogen halide can be takes place, After that we get here alkene compound formation. Once we get this alkene compound formation, after this alkene formation, this alkene can be further reacted with a strong base. I take here NaNH2 as a strong base. When this NaNH2 can be used, you will get the formation of alkynes along with the some byproducts. So this is the first simple and important method for the formation of alkynes in a laboratory. After studying this type of the simple method, we have to take the next simple method, that is called as the formation of higher alkanes. Formation of higher alkynes. Formation of higher alkynes. So this is the second laboratory method of preparation for this alkynes, that is called as the formation of higher alkynes. So if you want to form now higher alkynes, so how to form that higher alkynes? So for this purpose, in this second laboratory method of preparation, we have to take into consideration a acetylene molecule. Suppose we have a acetylene molecule, that is the first example of this alkynes. So from this acetylene, if you want to form the higher alkanes, means alkynes containing more than 2 carbon atoms. So how to form that? So for this purpose, we take this second method. So first of all, we consider here this acetylene molecule, H single bond C, triple bond C, single bond H. Now if we look toward this acetylene molecule, what happens in acetylene? This hydrogen, that is a hydrogen attached to this carbon atom, is called as the acidic. This hydrogen is called as the acidic hydrogen. And why this is acidic hydrogen? Because this hydrogen is attached to such a type of the carbon whose hybridization is a sp hybridization. This carbon has the sp hybridization. So if the hybridization is a sp, 50% s character is there, and due to the more s character, there is a high electronegativity is there, and due to this high electronegativity, this hydrogen is act as a acidic hydrogen. So what happens if such a type of acidic hydrogen is there, and if we take a suitable base? For example, if I use here suitable base as NaNH2, or we may use here KNH2. So I take here NaNH2 as a strong base. So when this base can be react with such a type of the acetylene molecule, what happens? There is a removal of this proton can be takes place, and we get here H single bond C, triple bond C minus, this is a Na plus, along with a byproduct as this ammonia is a byproduct. So what happens? This proton get removed, and there is a formation of C minus and Na plus can be takes place. This is called as the sodium acetylide. This is called as the sodium acetylides. This is sodium acetylides formation can be takes place along with the byproduct as a ammonia. Now this sodium acetylide is a very active in order to form the higher alkanes. This sodium acetylide is so active in order to form the higher alkanes. So what you have to take here? Now this sodium acetylide can be react further. This sodium acetylide can be reacts further with alkyl halides. So we have to take here a sodium acetylide as H single bond C, triple bond C minus, this is Na plus, this is sodium acetylide plus. Now this sodium acetylide can be react with the alkyl halides. So if I take here alkyl halide as a methyl bromide, if I take here alkyl halide as a methyl bromide, then what happens? This sodium acetylide can be react with the methyl bromide, and what happens? The higher alkynes can be takes place. Means we get here H single bond C, triple bond C, single bond CH3 plus, the byproduct obtained is a sodium bromide. Byproduct obtained is a sodium bromide. So this is a very simple method for the formation of higher alkynes from the lower alkynes, that is from the acetylene. So what I have to do in this method? First of all, we have to take the acetylene molecule. This acetylene molecule reacts with a strong base, and that base is a NaNH2. Since the proton present in acetylene is called as the acidic proton, so this acidic proton reacts with a strong base, and there is a formation of sodium acetylide can be takes place. This sodium acetylide is now very much reactive. So these sodium acetylides can be react with the suitable alkyl halides, and by reacting this we get the higher alkynes. Means we get here CH3 C triple bond CH. So this is a very simple method of preparation of alkynes in a laboratory called as the formation of higher alkynes from this acetylene molecule. So these are the two simple methods commonly used in a laboratory for the formation of alkynes. First method is a dehydrohallucination of vicinal halides, and second method is a formation of higher alkynes from the acetylene. So in a today's video lecture, we completed the 4 different methods. Among these 4, 2 methods are called as the industrial method of preparation of these particular alkynes. First method is a preparation of these alkynes from the calcium carbide, and second method is a preparation of these alkynes from the methane gas, while these are the 2 particular laboratory methods of preparation of these alkynes. So today we completed this important part from the chapter alkynes, that is a different methods of preparation of alkynes, both laboratory as well as the industrial. Remaining portion we will cover in a next lecture. So with this, today I stop here. Thank you so much.